Once we realized the amount of care that I would need ongoing, there was going to be a lot of medical expenses and things needed that we weren't able to endure on our own. Elk and Elk definitely went out of their way to take care of me and my family. Elk and Elk did everything to make me feel extremely comfortable, content that I was making the right decision, and everything went very smoothly. And thanks to Elk and Elk, I'm now able to focus on my family and move forward peacefully. My family and I certainly got closure in the case. They were top-notch in every way.
You're always waiting with bated breath to hear the baby cry, and I didn't hear the baby cry. She suffered catastrophic brain injury. It felt like my world was falling apart, and everything pointed to Elk and Elk, everything. They were really an advocate for us, and an advocate for our daughter, most importantly. And they were compassionate about our situation, just wonderful with everything from the beginning to the end. I very much feel they honored Ellie's legacy, and we can't thank them enough for that.
When Mackenzie was 5 months old, she came down with a fever and some grunting with her breathing. We did x-rays and found an abscess in her airway. In flight, the breathing tube malfunctioned. She wasn't managed properly, and she was without proper oxygen for about 9 minutes. My biggest fear was losing her, not having my baby. I mean, she was only 5 months old. Nobody expects that to happen to their baby. To have Elk and Elk come by our side and be advocates for my daughter and support her and help us to make sure that things are made right as much as they possibly could be made right, it was just amazing. Now we're able to move forward and we're able to make sure that she's taken care of. I would absolutely recommend Elk and Elk. They will come alongside you, they will support you, they will advocate for you till the very end.
The only thing I felt was an impact and a real loud sound. I started feeling like a pain on my neck, and it kept increasing rapidly, and it was just traveling down my spine. I knew that I needed somebody to represent me. My favorite part of working with Elk and Elk, not only they treat you like a customer, but they go out of their way to treat you like a friend.
I was on my way home from work. At 3:20, I got a phone call, and it was my husband's work. They had called to tell me that he was in a bad accident. When we got at the hospital, I was greeted by the doctor in charge of his case, and she said that he had unsurvivable brain injury, which meant I had to take him off life support. I truly think that Elk and Elk has a great program in place as far as dealing with these different cases. Every step of the way forward was with the intent that we are going to court and we're going to win this. John was phenomenal. He moved us forward.